This man's name is Eddie. He's not actually lazy, he just doesn't like to work. In a day, Eddie only works for 1 hour, then spends the rest of his time relaxing and watching TV. Previously, Eddie had lost his wife, Melissa. This time, he lost his girlfriend, Lindy. Lindy broke up with him because Eddie was too lazy to work. One day, Eddie met Fernan, the older brother of his late wife. Seeing Eddie looking gloomy, Fernan invited him to a cafe to talk. After learning that Eddie disliked working, Fernan gave him a transparent pill called NCT-48. Fernan claimed the pill would make Eddie enjoy working. On the way home, Eddie swallowed the pill. When he arrived at his apartment, the landlord immediately asked him for rent money. At that moment, the NCT-48 started to take effect. Eddie suddenly became articulate and charismatic. He was able to summarize the contents of a book the landlord brought just by reading its title. The landlord was instantly impressed, and Eddie even helped him finish all his tasks. Eddie, who used to enjoy lying around, suddenly became very diligent and organized. Tasks that would normally take days were completed in just a few hours. But after 8 hours, the pill's effect wore off, and Eddie went back to his usual self. Of course, Eddie went back to see Fernan to ask for another pill. Fernan asked Eddie to take his clothes to the laundry and buy him some food. Just for a pill, Eddie did it without complaint. However, when he returned, Fernan was found lifeless, and the house had been ransacked. Panic-stricken, Eddie called the police. While waiting for them to arrive, he used the time to search for Fernan's NCT pills. Unexpectedly, he found not only a bag of NCT pills, but also a stack of Fernan's dollars. When the police arrived, Eddie was only questioned as a witness. From that day forward, Eddie's life changed drastically. With the money and the NCT pills, he improved his appearance and social life. He also developed a strong drive and ambition for success. Eddie began studying the stock market through books and the internet. He started practicing trading, and after borrowing capital from a loan shark, he unexpectedly made a profit of $2 million in just 10 days. Even his ex-girlfriend wanted to get back together. If we observe carefully, Eddie's once gloomy life turned bright after taking the NCT pill. However, in real life, taking such a pill is a mistake. First, the pill forces the brain to work beyond its natural limit. Second, borrowing money from a loan shark can be financially and mentally damaging. Third, choosing to invest in the stock market is like gambling. Sometimes your capital multiplies tenfold, but there are times when all your money can disappear without a trace. Eddie made $2 million in 10 days with the help of the pill, but he didn't realize that running out of pills could cost him everything he had.